Hey you, yeah you who clicked on this video. Thanks for giving our channel a shot. And if you will, please do us the honor of watching the video all the way through. Appreciate it. Now onto the video. So Outer Range, episode 3, The Time. So this episode starts out with another fable told by Royal, which I'm sure will have some sort of significance later on. So we see that Royal is greeted by his granddaughter while he's eating ice cream because neither one of them can sleep. And she asks him why his leg was bleeding. He tries to lie to her, but she's not buying it. She's not having it. She's not believing him. So then we get to Sheriff Joy riding to the gas station and listening to sports radio. And when she gets to the gas station, the clerk is like super nervous, so you know something's about to go down. And basically, Sheriff Joy has intruded on a robbery in progress. She's able to disarm the robber pretty handily, breaking the robber's arm after she's warned him multiple times that she was going to do it. And then as she's booking the robber, he's talking about people disappearing, including his cousin, who he says was gone for exactly 6 seconds. Of course, Sheriff Joy hand waves the whole thing off and keeps it moving. So as we see Sheriff Joy at the station, she's requesting the lab results for Trevor's belt buckle. And the Lander sheriff has been called by the Tillisons. And so we know that, they're not satisfied with the answer that Sheriff Joy gave them, so they've gone elsewhere. So then we have the Tillisons looking for Trevor, but Wayne Tillison doesn't really seem to care that much. He's, pretty much of the belief that Trevor is off on a drunken bender still, even though it's been days now. And he wants Luke to offer Royal $1 million for the west pasture of their ranch. So, even though they have the surveyor in their pocket, I guess Wayne wants this wrapped up quickly and neatly, so he's willing to put some money in Royal's pocket. Wayne also seems to be getting somewhat healthier. He's not so dependent on the wheelchair and the oxygen, especially in this scene. So then we see that Luke refuses after he leaves the room. He basically tells his brother that he's not going to, offer the $1 million to Royal. So then we see Autumn at the mountain again, investigating the symbol. And then she sees that bison with the arrow stuck in him. So I don't know what this exactly means, but I know that it means that she's connected to everything going on so far, because it seems like only the people that are connected see the bison. So Autumn hitchhikes into town, while listening to Kendrick Lamar's DNA. I did enjoy this scene just for that. So she's picking up her antidepressant medicine. So that does add another layer to, the mystery of Autumn, because, we know that she was in a cult, according to her own admission at one point. But now we know that she is on, psychological medication to keep her level, basically. All right. So then we see that she's kind of drawn to the bar, the Handsome Gambler, because she sees Royal's truck. And instead of finding Royal there, she finds Perry and introduces herself. And she tells Perry that, that she doesn't know how long she's going to be staying. And then she starts getting weird again and asking Perry, how long he's been married. Autumn tells Perry that she's found something special there, and, it kind of ends. The whole conversation just dies. It doesn't really go anywhere. Then we got Billy Tillison asking Amy if she wants a ride home from school, because they drop her off, I guess, a good piece away from the ranch. But then he's weird about it. Like, he offers her tobacco. What's that about? And he asks if Trevor is with her mom. So, we know that Amy's mom, of course, disappeared. And so it's kind of strange for Billy to ask that. But, we'll roll with it. Billy's a weird cat anyway. And, then he starts singing creepily. So, because that's apparently his thing. He's going to sing and he's going to be creepy about it. I don't know if that's like in the script, like sing creepily, but he just manages to do it every single goddamn time. So we have Cecilia seeing a woman who's driving a truck, and she swears that that it's Rebecca. But of course that's impossible, or is it? Then we have Rhett and Royal arguing about what to do about Perry while fixing the fence. And Royal kind of, he confides in his son. He says, look, we have to take care of Perry because he's not like you and me. we're the same, but Perry is basically indicating that Perry's a little bit softer than himself and Rhett. So then we have Cecilia saying that, she's tried praying for Rhett but couldn't. And she's telling Royal that, she thought she saw Rebecca, and Royal just is not really of the opinion that, that this is really important given everything else they have to go through, but Cecilia wants him to pay attention to her. So then we go to the rodeo where Rhett's about to ride again, and Royal and Rhett kind of talk about Maria and, whether or not anything's going to come of that. And then the sheriff pops up and asks to talk to Rhett alone about Trevor. And she tells him that the blood that they found on the belt buckle is Rhett's blood, and it matches from a previous DUI. So she's basically fishing, and she's adamant about telling him this before he gets on this very dangerous animal. See if she can rattle him, see if, she can shake a tree and see what falls out, obviously. Which I don't really agree with, because that's kind of dangerous given what he's about to do. So, Rhett tells his father, as he should. Then he goes to ride the bull, and, he's catching the evil eye from Sheriff Joy. And lo and behold, not only does Rhett keep his composure, but he scores first place. So in your face, Sheriff Joy. So then we see Rhett and Maria celebrating his victory. Rhett's obviously drunk. She asks him why, he didn't ask her out in high school. And he asks her why, would she have said yes? Obviously she wouldn't have at the time. And then a guy comes up, bumps Maria. Rhett gets into it with him real fast and realizes that he is too drunk to finish this fight. But it's just fine. The guy, no harm, no foul. Everybody walks away, unkilled, unbeaten. But then Rhett decides that not only is he going to pee in public, but he's also going to pee on a deputy's car. And of course, that means he gets arrested. Now, Sheriff Joy does do him a solid. She says she's not going to press charges. Tells him, that she will be investigating Trevor's disappearance. And he tells her about the fight between himself and Trevor. Now, obviously, that bumps him up on the suspect list, even though technically, he was alive after the altercation with Trevor. Trevor was alive after the altercation with Rhett. And people did see him walk back into the bar. So, whatever. So then we have Royal telling Rhett that he ran away from home after he picks him up and consequently steals the belt buckle from Sheriff Joy. And he tells him that he ran away from home when he was young and that he lied to everybody, saying that his parents died, but when in fact it was just his father that died. And he left his mother and sister and has not seen them since the time that he ran away. So he throws the belt buckle into the void, because apparently that's where we dump stuff now. We dump stuff into the void if we don't want it to, be found again. We couldn't melt it or, do something else with it, just chuck it into the void, right? So, Sheriff Joy is looking for support from a local landowner, and he tells her a crazy story about a mastodon in a cave. And I don't really see the importance of it, not really. But it just seems like he just wanted to tell somebody some crazy story and that he has no real intention of supporting Sheriff Joy's bid to become the permanent sheriff. So Royal goes to talk to Autumn. She tells him that she was in an accident when she was young, and that's why she can't remember anything prior to her being 9 years old. She apologizes for pushing him into the hole, and he asks her to keep the secret of the void and to stay away from his family and not to tell anybody anything, so he'll tell her more about what he saw on the other side. And he also tells her that he went into the future. So before we go any further, for those that doubted me when I was saying that the void was a hole to the future, not an alternate dimension, yeah, I was right. Now then, so when Autumn and Royal touch the mountain, touch each other, the mountain disappears. So that's definitely strange. Now, I thought that this was just something that they saw, but it turns out everybody saw this mountain disappear for however many seconds it disappeared. I'm guessing it was 6 seconds, and it has some sort of correspondence to what the robber said to Sheriff Joy. So that gets reported to the sheriff's department because it's not every day that you see an entire mountain disappear. So then we find out that Royal's granddaughter finds Trevor's body while hiking, and now we have a problem. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that she's gonna get caught? Do you think that the family's gonna get caught? Do you think that, personally, I think that the body is not gonna show any signs of being moved, nor do I feel like it's going, like the timeline of the time of death is gonna match up to the fight. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna do a recap of the second episode, so stay tuned for that. Or rather, the fourth episode, second episode airing for this Friday. So let me know what you guys think out of this episode. If you liked it, if you didn't, if you enjoy these recaps, if you want me to do different style, just let us know. And we'll see you on the next one. 8-Bit Heroes out. Peace. If you'd like to get a shout out on the channel, then hit that like button, maybe share it with a couple of friends, and do us the biggest honor of all, and subscribe to the channel so you can join the 8-Bit Heroes family. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon so you can be notified when our new videos come out.